So patch notes time. So I'm gonna read out the patch notes. I'm gonna give you guys my opinion, what I think, etc., etc. Let's get into it. So they've said in Tekken 8 version 2.03.01, we have implemented further balance adjustments to continue improving the battle environment. This update includes ongoing adjustments to moves that offer excessively high rewards and also introduces changes to rage arts. Ongoing adjustments to moves with excessively high rewards. We have continued our efforts from the version 2.1 update to address moves that offer disproportionately high rewards relative to their risks, as well as high performance moves that can easily create repeated advantageous situations and lead to one-sided outcomes. Adjustments to the frame advantage on block for rage arts. So rage arts are now minus 18. I think this is a good change. Now this part I want to speak about. This part's important, guys. I think we need to talk about this part. I don't know if you guys can see. You can see. Regarding the previously announced character buffs. As announced, the previous patch notes, we originally planned to implement buffs for several characters that would have minimal impact on the overall battle balance. However, after careful consideration, we decided to limit the scope of this adjustment to Devil Jin only, in order to keep the impact on the overall balance to a minimum. Considering that several major esports tournaments will take place in August, the update scheduled for August version 2.04 is not expected to include any battle balance adjustments. So as you guys know, in August it's EVO, it's EWC, it's EWC LCQ and the EWC finals. Yeah. Following that, we plan to continue delivering small-scale updates focused mainly on bug fixes and minor balance adjustments. They made some changes to move cinematics, so the way moves look. Certain text and icons and other elements of the move list have been modified. Rage arts, as you guys already know, is minus 18 now. And throw breaks, a bug where multiple throws could be escaped simultaneously through specific inputs has been corrected. So, first of all, I'm going to start off by saying I don't like this specific section. I think before they used to drop big updates during the middle of the tour. So I don't get why they can't do that now. Like, we're just going to be stuck with this patch until maybe after August, because that's when EWC's finished, that's when EVO's finished. I'm not really a fan of... I mean, okay, how do I word this? I like the changes. Obviously, there could be more changes, but I'd prefer bigger updates just to try and, you know, redeem and resurrect some of the bad patches that we had. I think that's super important. I think there should be no buffs at all. I don't know why some characters have gotten buffed. I don't understand. Like, it should not be a thing. I think it should just be nerfs. So why have characters gotten buffed? But yeah, I don't like this. I hope in the future they can drop like bigger updates. Nerfs only. I think that's super important. We need nerfs only. Okay, that's important. Let's look at this. So let's talk about Alyssa. Dual boot forward 1+2. It's been changed from +7 to +4. This is good. I don't know what 2-2 is on hit or block. The tracking capability of the second has been enhanced. Is that the 11 or 12 frame punish? Low parry was being triggered during the latter part of the attack's active frame, so the behavior has been fixed to align with the intended special. Like, it just seems to be like a lot of fixes, a lot of modifications, but it's not like straight up nerfs, you know? Like, we need nerfs. That's what we need. It's super important. The anti changes I'm happy with. I think the anti changes are really big. Reduce opponent's recovery time by 2 frames on hit, adjusting frame ranges from +8 to +6. Damage 4. You can now like sidestep right a lot of the options, which is really good on hit. While standing 1-2, reduce the input window for the second hit by 4 frames. This is good. Stance 2-1-2. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 4 frames. It used to be +6, now it's +2. So that's the triple missile bazooka shit string. I think this is a really good change, honestly. The attack hitbox has been reduced to mitigate the unintended occurrence of hitting opponents who are behind you. The reversal break effect has been removed, so you can now parry it, I guess? Well, Jin can parry it, right? The chip damage during block has been changed from 269 to 246. Again, I like this. I like this change. It's super important. I think it's something that we needed for a long time. I think Anna was just too strong. Stance 1+2, the opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 4 frames and the advantage on block has been changed from +6 to +2. The attack hitbox has been reduced to mitigate the unintended occurrence of hitting opponents who are behind you. The reversal break effect has been removed as well. Again, this is good. I guess only Leroy and Jin can parry, right? And other characters can maybe power crush. The chip damage during block has been changed from 12 to 6. During Chaos Judgment, take low attack from opponent. Tornado is now triggered upon airborne hit. Nice. 4-4-3-2, expanding the hitbox, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. This is very good. Because I feel like 4-4-3-2, 4-4-4-3-2, sometimes it would crush moves, which is kind of crazy, you know. Oh yeah, Clive can also parry, and fahkumram, I'm guessing. But yeah, I'm happy with this. These are some good changes to Anna. The distance from the opponent on hit or block of the first hit was reduced in order to alleviate whiffing midway through. The tracking ability of the second hit has been enhanced on hit or block of the first hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Upward 3+4, an issue has been corrected when attempting to perform a move when buffered input from a crouching state. Upward 4 would unintentionally be triggered. Again, just some corrections on some behavioral changes. It's okay. Now, I'm just going to talk about like the characters that are like super strong in my opinion. I'm not going to go through all the patch notes. I just want to look at the most strong or the dumbest characters. So Asuka's Rager hold is now -13. I think this was needed. Like, no character should be able to have a Rager which you can charge. I think it's so dumb, honestly. But yeah, -13 now. Knockback distance when attacked is block has been reduced, which is good. Naniwa Gusto, upward 1-2, change the opponent's behavior upon hit. It's still wall spats as far as I know. I still think this move needs more nerfs. Yeah. A bug has been fixed where upon under certain conditions an unintended move would be triggered when inputting a technique. Adjusted the collision with the opponent to reduce instances of character swapping positions. A bug has been fixed where if the opponent's attack landed before the reversal window began, it was incorrectly treated as a counter hit. Now, some decent changes, I'm not going to lie. I like these changes. But again, we need to have more nerfs, I think. More nerfs are super important. Like, it's a good start, again. It's a good start. But it's not enough, in my opinion. It's not enough. Let's talk about Bryan. So, Bryan's opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 6 frames and advantage on block has been changed from +15 to +9. This is super, super good. And Snake Eyes 3+4-2. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 8 frames and the advantage on block has been changed from -1 to -9. This is again good, doesn't wall splat, but from some ranges you can still wall splat with down 3+4 2 or down 3+4 1+2. But yeah, I think again a good start. I like these changes. Like, I mean, there should be more in my opinion because they did say it's going to be a bigger update, blah blah blah. But was it a bigger update? Was it a big update? Sorry, I don't think it's too big of an update, to be honest. Of course, let's talk about Devil Jin, because Devil Jin is War Standing 2 has been changed to I-14. Now, I think this change is crazy, in my opinion. I think this change is so crazy. Like, why would they make the I-14? Like, why? I don't understand the reasoning behind this change. Like, this is such a big change. They said it's minimal impact and whatnot, but I think this change is so crazy, honestly. Now, imagine if they added the rest of the buffs for the characters. I wonder what it'd look like, honestly. Like, this is not good. This is not good. So, down 3+4, which is can hitbox of the second attack has been expanded downward. Alleviating instances where the attack would whip partway through. Good. Wartime 3s can now be done with CD neutral 3+4, which is good for combos, I guess. Hell Sweep, the tracking ability of the tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced when landing the first hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Again, another fix. Downward 1-4, hitbox has been expanded downward, alleviating instances of whiffing for certain moves. Again, just hitbox changes, behavioral changes. Upward 4, hitbox has been expanded downward, alleviating instances of whiffing for certain moves. It's just interesting as to why they'd kind of buff Devil Jin. I don't like how they're kind of listening to what Twitter's saying. I think that's not good at all. Now we move on to Feng. So Feng's, I think forward 1 plus 2 being changed to plus 11 instead of plus 12. I think it's a good change because they did it for most characters when it comes to their guard breaks. I think it's good. It's important to universally nerf moves and stuff. Especially guard breaks, for instance. I don't like guard breaks at all. But I also think moves like, you know, like spike combos, for instance. Feng's spike combo shouldn't exist. All spike combos should not exist, in my honest opinion. But they do. I think that should have been nerfed. But I guess it's not nerfed. Upward 1, modify the move to ensure that it cannot be defended against with attack reversal. So upward 1 cannot be parried. An attribute commonly assigned to airborne attacks had not been set, so the correct attribute has now been applied. So again, interesting. I don't really use upward 1 that much, but I guess I'll start using it more whenever I play Feng. Yeah. Let's move on to another character. I'm not really too fussed about any of these characters. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the patch notes, I kind of rushed to see this character right here, Law. I'm very surprised Law didn't get any changes, you know. Like, I think Law is in such a good position. I think Law is super strong. And I'm just surprised they didn't nerf him more, honestly. Yeah. Lydia, I want to talk about Lydia because I think Lydia is super strong. So, Stalking Wolf stands 4. Reduce the opponent's recovery time by 3 frames on hit, adjusting frame rate range from +8 to +5. So QCF 4, 4-3, 4, and 4-3 down QCF 4 basically. Hitbox has been expanded, alleviating instances where the attack would miss in certain situations. So it's basically a homing move which works now. Because there were so many instances where it'd whiff, or it would just not hit, it would just go through the opponent, which was interesting. But that's been fixed now. Horse stands 2. Start of the attack has been changed from 17 frames to 17 to 18 to alleviate whiffing in certain conditions. Cat stands 4. Adjust the collision with the opponent to reduce instances of character swapping positions. Stands 2 plus 3. Fix an issue where stage units did not activate correctly when the follow-up attack hit after the first attack was missed. An issue was fixed where when an attack whiffed near a wall, it could unintentionally hit an opponent position behind the character. So a lot of changes. Behavioral changes for the most part. Some frame changes as well. I still think Lydia's in a very strong position. But yeah, I think the QCF change is super important. Like QCF 4, I think this is such a good change. Like, I think that's such a good homing move. Honestly, a long range mid homing move. Sorry, not mid. Wait, mid or is it a high? I get mixed between that one and the stance one. QCF 4 is a high, right? It's a high. It's a stance one that's a mid. But yeah, I think this is good, I guess. But yeah, I think Lydia's still in a very good position, honestly. But this is the last page. And of course, when we talk about characters needing nerfs, I immediately went to Nina as well. I think this character needs to get touched. Like, I'm very surprised this character barely got touched. It's crazy. Like, Nina and Alyssa, those two characters, I'm surprised they got nerfs. They didn't get any nerfs, sorry. Like, it's crazy. So, back 1 plus 4, opponent's behavior after the first hit was adjusted so that they face the player. This adjustment was made to mitigate situations where after the first hit lands from the front axis, misalignment causes the second hit to register as a side hit. Back 1 plus 2, back 1 plus 2. In heat, tracking performance of the sixth hit, amazing, has been enhanced, but only if the 5th hit lands or is blocked in order to mitigate a situation where the attack would whiff midway. The tracking ability of the 4th hit has been enhanced only when landing with the 3rd attack, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Opponent's behavior on the 4th hit during an attack, during an air hit, was adjusted to correct an issue where stage gimmicks were not properly triggered. Now, I think Nina needs nerfs. Honestly, I think Nina's super strong. And I'm surprised, like, I think the Anna changes were good, but Nina also needs nerfs. I swear. Nina's cool. Hey, someone needs to time out Richard, I'm not gonna lie. She's pretty cool though. Anyways, Reina's, I think this is also a very important change. Reina's stands 3 plus 4, Heaven's Wrath 3 plus 4. It's now 0 on block. I think this was definitely needed. I think when it was plus 3, it was too strong, I think. Now that it's 0, it's still really good. But yeah, I'm happy that it's been changed, honestly. Yeah, downfall 1 2 still not fixed, which is interesting, but hey, that's your last problem, not mine. Okay, the last character I want to talk about is Zafina. Again, another strong character, super strong. So the reversal, damage dealt on a successful reversal was changed from 35 to 23. That's a big change. Since the follow-up attack triggered when absorbing an attack with a power crush could sometimes trade hits with an opponent's attack, power crush properties were added to the follow-up attack as well. Amazing. Back 1+2. This is a move we have to talk about because this move is fucking crazy. Well, it was fucking crazy. It's still good though, I think. Even though it's not homing anymore, I still think it's good. It crushes jabs. And yeah, so you can size the back 1+2 and the chip damage on block has been changed. I still think back 1+2 is an okay move. With install, the opponent's recurring time when blocking has been reduced by 2 frames, so it was +4, now it's +2. That's another big nerf. Mantis Stance down forward 1, reduce the knockback distance when the attack is blocked. Mantis Stance down forward 4, status during the recovery period was changed to an airborne state so that the opponent's attacks now register as airborne hits. Mantis Stance 2, an issue was fixed where when blocking an opponent's attack, the behavior that should have been registered as grounded was incorrectly registered as airborne. Now, again, oh, that's Scarecrow down forward 1. Oh, okay. Again, I think these are good changes, but like, in my opinion, I think this isn't enough, honestly, guys. Like, I think there needs to be more changes, in my honest opinion. They did say it's going to be a big balance patch. And knowing that, like, a lot of the competitors, and I know it's not just about the competitors, because we want the game to be better overall for everyone to enjoy. I think there needs to be more changes, honestly. Like, Heat Smashes still need to be looked at, you know. I think Heat Burst, some of them still have crazy range and whatnot. Like characters like Alyssa and Nina. Bryan, I think, needs more nerfs. I already said Nina, sorry. I think Eddie needs nerfs. Yeah, like a lot of characters need to be looked at. Laws and Law getting away, like, is crazy to me as well, I swear. Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm happy that they're giving us these patches, but I feel like the patches need to be bigger if they want to, like, fix the game as quickly as possible. Now, the thing is, right, I feel like they're in a weird situation because when they dropped a big patch, the feedback they got, the reception wasn't the best, you know, because there were a lot of changes which weren't good. Some of them were good, some of them were not. And I feel like they're more careful and cautious about the patches they're going to drop. That's my opinion. They're afraid to patch too much, exactly. So I think they're going to be very small patches, patch by patch. I think they're going to try and fix the game. It's going to take some time. Again, I am grateful that they're still patching this game, but I think the patches need to be bigger, honestly. Like, I think there just needs to, I think they should follow this guideline. There should only be nerfs. That's it. No buffs. Literally, like, I think that's the best way to fix this game. Yeah. Yeah, and I think stop listening to people on Twitter because people just complain a lot. But yeah. Considering that, so this is also like something I read earlier. I think this is important. I'm going to read it again. Considering that several major esports tournaments will take place in August, the update scheduled for August version 2.04 is not expected to include any battle battles adjustments. So the update coming out in August will have no changes at all because of the tournaments that are taking place. Again, I don't know how I feel about this. In my opinion, I think there should be like changes, even if they're small changes, because we don't know how strong fahkumram is right now. It's not even been a day. But yeah, they've said following that we plan to continue delivering small-scale updates focused mainly on bug fixes and minor. They've used the word minor balance adjustments. So yeah, I think it's gonna take some time to fix this game. I think they're just gonna keep dropping small patches. What do you guys think about this update? Yeah, I don't know. I think there needs to be bigger updates, bigger balance updates, more patches. I mean, monthly patches are good, but the updates need to be bigger.
Coming out of the United Kingdom, Falcons, JoKa!
Yo, Jay with the resub and chop. Thank you very much.
It's not enough.
It's not enough? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they said this patch was gonna be the big update, and I feel like it's not too big. Maybe I'm expecting too much. But yeah, I did expect more changes. But honestly, I still think it's a good step in the right direction. But we can't keep saying like, oh, we're gonna wait until the next patch will be better and whatnot. Like they need to understand that more moves and characters need to be touched across the cast. But yeah, it is a good start. I mean, not a good start, but it is a good patch. But I want more changes. I want more nerfs. Only nerfs. Not buffs, just nerfs. That's all. But that's my opinion. That's my take so far from reading the patch notes. I will try out the patch now. And we'll see how it goes.